Good evening and welcome to Quantum Healing. I am Anthea Fenton, and on a Sunday evening I do a card reading for the globe. Really, it's a global message. I got these cards which are by Kira Ra, and they are self-ascension cards, cards of clarity. And I found these cards, or they found me, in 2016 when I was asking for clarity on my journey, my spiritual journey. And these cards came to me, and what they say in the back is wisdom to your journey of insight, discovery, wisdom and clarity. Your sacred self-ascension cards of clarity are a simple and yet profound resource that will guide you towards ever greater self-trust and divine reconnection. And so these cards are made up of archangels, ascended masters, benevolent ones, self-ascension cards, source cards, and a quick reference cards as well. So they're powerful cards. And I'm just going to shuffle them, which is what I do on a Sunday evening, because I felt it was a bit selfish that I have these cards which were absolutely incredible for clarity, really credible. Hi, Una. Thank you for joining me live this Sunday evening. How are you doing? And so just saying, Una, at the beginning of this card reading, that these cards came to me. Hi, Karen. Great to see you too. Oh, it's great to have you online. It really is great to be on live, because I just ask you to hold a question in your heart, draw it to your mind. And I often ask you to put your hands on your heart as well, as you know. Take a deep breath, and if anything resonates, just press the heart button so that the cards it's your action. It's the action that's required to anchor these messages that are from spirit. So we've got archangels, ascended masters, benevolent ones. Hi, it's great to see you both. So obviously you've got some interesting. So think about a question in your heart, and it's interesting. Self-ascension cards just dropped out, and it's heart. Guess where I'm going on Wednesday, Una? I know you're not. I know you're probably too far from Dublin, but that's where I'm going to be. So let's see if we've got another card that jumps out to us. So we've got one already. So just hold those questions in your heart. Good. Oh, they're a bit stubborn today. Hi, Lars. So the cards, when I tune in, I try and tune into the cards. I'm practicing to speak out what I tune in. And so when the cards do what they're doing, it feels like there's a very choppy energy that's taking place in our world right now. And maybe you're feeling that as well. Maybe you're feeling bounce, kind of like happy one moment and then maybe down the next moment. I don't know if that's how you're feeling, but that's certainly what the cards feel like, very kind of chunky. And I know I've certainly been feeling that these past couple of days, where one moment there's a upliftment of joy, and then the next it's kind of like, gosh, that's an old energy. So, and then there's been a lot of dreams as well. So I don't know if you've been the same, a lot of activities during dream time. And these are some of the shifts that are taking place in our world, and how we're having to navigate them. So the biggest thing is to just put your hands on your heart and take a deep breath. That's the best thing to do with regards to energies. And just allow to come through what to come through. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, we'll let you know, Una. Oops, Daisy. So yes, hi Leanie, great to see you too. Thank you for all the love. Lots of hearts. So yeah, so we've got another card. We've got Archangel Ariel, which I know is a lovely card. Archangel Ariel, it's number 9. So we've got number 4, number 9, Heart and Ariel. So yeah, let's see if we can get another card that jumps out. Hi Laura. So let's see what's going to jump out for us. So yeah, even, what happens when you mention what's going on in your life? There's 2 cards dropped out there. When you mention what's going on, there's a fly or something. In life, what happens is you're clearing it. So if anything's going on, just speak it out. When you speak it out, it actually clears it. So I was just shuffling the cards then, felt really, really blocky. We had a conversation about it, and it's released, and they came smoothly to the point where 2 more dropped out. So we've got the Sacral card, Self-Ascension Sacral card. Now that's number 2. And then we've got a Presence. Here we go. So Source card, number 2, Presence. The light's much better as well. So hands on your heart and just take a deep breath. Just allow whatever's going on just to wash away, and just allow whatever's going to come through just to be able to touch your cells and help you to remember and release anything that you want releasing this evening to have peace of mind. So our first card that we've got is Self-Ascension number 4. Self-Ascension number 4, which is the heart. And this is where we're having to navigate and integrate. So you can imagine our world has been built very much on the head, on the ego mind, and our hearts are now beginning to have presence in this world. However, many of us don't know how to be. So we've been busy doing it in our minds, what we need to do and to get on with life. But to be is where we've been distracted from being. You know, just like a baby, when a baby's born, they're just chilled and relaxed. So what we're trying to do is to navigate our hearts to be present in this world. So the heart, here we go. There we go. So self-ascension, this is about integrating our physical or mental or physical or spiritual. It is your time to let go of the old ways. The time of discovering and anchoring a new center has arrived. This new center is asking you to let go of the mind as ruler and to free the mind to serve you as intended, without interference or negativity influencing your decisions. When the heart center anchors itself as the ruler, so just think about that and feel that. Can you imagine living by your heart, where your heart helps to navigate? So use the mind, how the mind's meant to, which is to serve the heart. So this is new for many people. I really want you to hold that in your heart. When the heart center anchors itself as the ruler of the body, all decisions are obvious and a peaceful flow emerges from all situations. And here we go. We did do this last time. What we're going to do is place one hand on our heart and the other one on our head. And what we're trying to do, hopefully you'll be able to do this, and you will do this, you won't feel like it's silly. What we're trying to do is to realign the heart. The head's the one that's been controlling a lot of the time. And so what we're trying to do is to really help to align those, and we're just allowing our heart and our heads and our hands energy to bring us into alignment. Sometimes you might feel something, sometimes you're not. But if you just put the intention into aligning to your heart, allowing the mind to be controlled by the heart, it's much more gentle, it's much more natural for us to be this way. It's just that some of us have been so far removed into our minds that we've forgotten our heart. So if you just sit and allow that energy, you might feel heat. There's a lot of heat going out. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of sad hearts I'm feeling this evening. But it's okay, because our hearts will be sad because we've never really been living from our hearts. And so there's a lot of neglect taking place, and it's okay. We just have to be gentle. So if you've got any sensations or anything like that you're experiencing, then do put them in the chat. So placing the one hand on your heart and the other on your head, breathe rhythmically, which hopefully we did, and allow these energy centers to rebalance themselves. Pay attention to this balance until your new heart center is well established. So if you're feeling that, I know I certainly am, then just let us know. And any time that you feel like that you're out of balance, just do the same again. New heart center, hand on your head, breathe rhythmically, and connect your head and heart so your full integration of the new heart center. And that's self-ascension heart. That was number 4 for anybody who studies numerology. So it's a useful one to know what numbers these are. So I've got a bit of an itch. And then we've got Archangel number 9, which is Archangel Ariel. Archangel number 9. And Archangel number 9 has got a reverse. Archangel number 9, Ariel. It's got a reverse on it. I always like the reverses. This is a card of reassurance. So as we're moving more into our heart-centered way of being from our ego mind, there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of doubt, there's a lot of fear that comes up. Fear is the biggest one to get rid of. And the reason is because we're not used to being. That's the only reason why. And so it takes a while for us to really keep on anchoring into our heart. So that exercise that we've just done is really important. But that exercise also helps us with the reassurance. And this card is a reassurance card, which says that, when we're living in a new way of being, then there is a lot of reassurance that's needed. So you're the one who's going to have to reassure yourself. But with your hands on your heart, you're going to be able to do that. And hopefully you've been doing that over the last, moments that we've been together, over the year, I should say. So the reverse card of Ariel is, it's time to recognize that the situation that you're currently in was created by you and only you. This is a great and powerful gift as it opens your sacred doorway to bringing your manifestation abilities into alignment with your true self, rather than the one that is masquerading as you in this moment. There is no one or nothing to blame here, just the pure, authentic recognition that your wake-up call is now. Can you celebrate this recognition? If so, you are ready to receive the bounty of the universe. If not, let this lesson be to recognize that it is time to release self-judgment, and that is yet another celebration. So again, it's that whole thing about letting go. It doesn't, all situations are created by ourselves, and sometimes we might not be able to believe that, but there's a reason for it. We can't see everything all at once, can we? So there is a reason for things happening the way that they do and the way that they unfold. I have to keep on reminding myself that many times. So look around this amazing planet. Everywhere you will find abundance. This abundance is expressed through nature and the protection of a world that has plenty to offer if you choose to accept it. It is time for you to claim your manifestation ability with full view of the abundance that is already around you. See everything as abundant expression. Take a walk in nature, then arrive back to the place you started, the place where everything is in plenty and lack is an illusion. And that's another big thing, isn't it? That many of us feel like we haven't got. But in actual fact, we've got so much. But it's just that maybe we don't take notice of what is around us and what we've manifested. It's incredible, but that's a practice that, daily practice. If that's something, last week I remember asking people to take one action, and I'm wondering how people have got on with that. I remember, I won't call anybody out, but I know that some people had said they were going to take one action, and I wonder what that one action was, and I wonder if you've been able to maintain it. And I've got a confession to make, because I can't remember what the one thing was that I said I was going to do. But what I have been doing, I've just been doing some crocheting, so I'm really glad about that, taking some self-care time. So that's what I've been doing. So if you want to make a comment on that, then that would be good, but I won't call anybody out in particular. I do remember one person's activities though, and I'm wondering how she got on. But anyway, we shall see. The next card that we've got again is another integration. So we've got two lots of integration cards, that physical integration, and this is the self-ascension card, the Sacral. So we have the heart, and now this is the Sacral. So we have the card of reassurance as well. So it's that reassurance that everything these two cards are about inside the body and about our integration. So our heart and our sacral are being asked to be anchored this week. And this one is, the sacral is your creativity. Your creative life is seeking to express itself without restriction. Begin by moving your body with loving acceptance in a gentle way that brings you joy. Dance, do yoga. Funnily enough, somebody mentioned yoga last week. I wonder if you managed to do it. I know you're online. Dance, do yoga, take a nourishing walk, and then create through love. It is your loving, creative expression that will bring you the answer that you seek in this moment. And it is through your attentive patience and acceptance of creative expression that you will keep the momentum alive and buoyant. So your creative life is seeking to express itself without restriction. Begin by moving your body with love and acceptance in a gentle way that brings you joy. Dance, do yoga, take a nourishing walk, and then create through love. It is your loving creative expression that will bring you the answer you seek in this moment. And it is through your attentive patience and acceptance of creative expression that you will keep the momentum alive and buoyant. How lovely is that? So yeah, really, again, really accepting and being creative and moving the body. And I think actually, yeah, it's an interesting one actually, the movement of the body. I've just been doing some moving of things today, and so it's quite interesting how the body is responding. but it's not as aching as much as I thought it would be. So I think the body, because we're in a lighter body, so one of the things about raising our vibration is that our body also has to raise its vibration. So it might be that you're going off foods, and I know that there's a lady that's on who was talking about having a stomach upset this week, and sometimes that's all again about purging. So a lot of us are going through purging symptoms that we might not understand what they are. So our bodies are going through change because they need to accept this lighter energy that's coming into our world, that's allowing us to live by our hearts. So I hope, if that makes sense, just send some hearts, or if you've got any questions about anything that I'm saying, then put it in as well, because I'm just saying these from the top of my head and from bits of information that I know from just what resonates, really. So it is great to have discussions on these, and I did say that I would open up this facility to have chats with people. I do have a lot of chats behind the scenes, but it's nice for people to make comments publicly, so I will go through those when we get to that after this last card. And this last card is one. It's the oneness card, and each of these cards are just a wake-up call. So this is the source card, and it's a wake-up call to anybody who's watching this either live or on the replay. And it's the source card number 2, because it's beautiful cards. They're all very playing card. I say playing cards and magically playing, but they are meant to be. It's the essence of the cards. So these cards are a wake-up call to your heart to pay attention. So pay attention. This is the card for this Sunday evening, and it's the number 2, and it's presence, and it is know the truth, be the truth, and live the truth. So we've just gone through talking about the heart. Self-ascension number 4, the heart, integrating the heart by hands on the heart and on your head, so that the ego mind and the heart, that the ego starts responding to the heart and behaving. Because the ego, we need the ego, but it's about, are we led by the mind, or are we led by the heart? So this part of the process was about integrating those two. We then had the reassurance card from Archangel Ariel. And Archangel Ariel was telling us, if you can remember, is a reassurance card. And she was saying, I say she, I don't know why, yeah, maybe because Ariel is she. Ariel was saying, which I've completely forgotten, for looking around the amazing planet and really recognizing everything, being able to really appreciate and know that everything that you've done in this life so far has been created by you, and that you can manifest anything that you want to. So start really taking notice of your dreams. Start writing a journal if you're not doing a journal, and really start putting out there before you go to sleep at night. Just picture how you want your life to be. Just picture the scene. Imagine just getting up in the morning, just having that privilege of being able to, if you're able to walk, just being able to put your feet over to the side of the bed, being able to know that you don't have to tell your heart to pump or your lungs to do what they need to do, or just your body being able just to get up and be able to move about, to really appreciate that. I mean, little things like that. We've just got so busy in life that we've forgotten, haven't we? I mean, how many of us really do that? So real gratitude and appreciation this week. I think that's what we need to be asking for. And then the sacral was about creativity and moving, wasn't it? It was about really recognizing our bodies and being able to move and dance and do all sorts of different things that maybe we haven't been doing, even just walking out in nature, just doing something to really appreciate our bodies. And then the presence card of know thyself. Oh, let's just have a see. Yeah, know the truth, be the truth, and live the truth. That it's okay to be you. It's okay to have conversations like these conversations. I mean, I was thinking back just not that long, just like hours ago, at how long it's been to have these kinds of conversation. And here I am on Facebook, which is just like, oh my gosh, this wouldn't be a natural place for me to be, but it's had to get to this, to get out, just to reach people who are like me, because I'm very much in isolation, and I have been all my life, and now I'm meeting lots of different people who have felt the same. But I do this because I want to reach out to people. So I really encourage you to share my work, to share these readings for everybody, because they are a universal reading for everybody, in the hope that it resonates. Our world is changing. People are waking up. Apparently there's something like 1,000, over 1,000, 100,000 people are due to wake up, like in the next week or so. Can you believe that? It's kind of, so these conversations, people are going to be wanting these conversations, so it needs lots of us to be out there having these conversations. And I know that some people might feel, oh, I could never do that. It's not about you, is it? It's about other people. And that's why I do what I do, because I I anchor into actually, who am I not to get out here and do this kind of stuff? Who am I not to do that? Because at the end of the day, if one person makes a difference in feeling like, oh my gosh, actually she understands, or you know, the messages that are out there really resonate with me, that's why I do what I do. So it's not for fame or glory or anything like that, it's just to connect with people. So if you do connect, send some love, send some hearts, send some questions, and let's see if we can, because at the end of the day, each of our questions help to trigger each other. So not only just me, but they trigger everybody else. So hi Shirley, great to see you too. Oh, dance more, brilliant, Leanie. You missed out on 2 days. Oh, thank you, everybody. It's great to see. It is great to see hearts and love. Thank you so much for everybody for coming on and saying hello and just smiling, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? We've just got to take things back down to basics, haven't we? The basics of just smiling. So you missed out on 2 days. That's fantastic, Leanie. Well done for you, because you did say you was going to do yoga. Doesn't matter that you missed out. You did some days, and that's fantastic. Dancing more too. Yeah, I love the idea of that, actually. I would like to be dancing more. And I'm just making sure. Any questions that anybody's got this evening? Does any of this resonate with anybody? Just, am I making sense? It would be brilliant to know. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Oh, there's comments down below. It's not easy to navigate this, is it? It's a bit slow. Sorry if I didn't say hello to you, but certainly hello, hello, hello. Hi, Donna. You missed last week. It's interesting, isn't it, Una? Oh, so Una, you missed last week, but but strangely, you choose last week to trust the universe angels, that they are working for my highest good. Absolutely, they always are working for our highest good, and that's the thing. Because one of the things that, just as you say, that has triggered me to say, and I don't know, I have said it before, but I had some real clarity a few weeks ago about, you know, when we're born into this world, many of us can think about this kind of like, okay, well, let me start again. When I was born, I felt that I was missing a twin. I felt like I had come into this world. I was like, hold on a minute, there's somebody missing. And I felt that right from birth. And as time's gone on, I've heard about twin flames and soulmates and lots of different kind of like, those kind of like twin togetherness with somebody else. And somebody made a comment a couple of weeks ago. I was watching a video, and the way she described it, I just thought, gosh, that makes absolute sense. So when we're not in this body, in this physical body, before we came here, we were complete, we were whole, and we split. So as we were whole, but we split. So one of us came down into this body, and the other stayed to anchor us to our truth. And so we came down with the whole of the knowledge into this body. And so our body has got the whole of the knowledge. What happens is our angels and our higher self navigate us. So if we're going down a road that's kind of like not going to serve us, then they will pull us back. And I've had that so many times that I know that I'm writing about it, because it needs to be told at some point. But I know with conversation, other people have had exactly the same. And so it's really important to recognize that everything we came with is in here, and that as we navigate and align, like we did the alignment, when we align, so this head part is about connecting to our higher self and aligning to our truth. Our heart is the compass to help to navigate us to our truth, and that when we are living from joy or from a happy place, then, because I don't know if any of us have really experienced joy, I think that's an ongoing thing, you know. So when we really resonate with happiness, then and we're on track, that's our higher self working us all the time. So when we get out of alignment, so just to try and show you, as we move out of alignment, what moves us out of alignment are so many different things like the Wi-Fi. As an example, the Wi-Fi knocks us out. So some people think, right, I've done my healing, I've done my meditation, that's it, I'm set now for life. It's like it's an ongoing thing, because every day little chips get chipped and chipped away. We might just see something on TV or on the internet that just nudges us into, oh, I don't really want to see that. That knocks us out of alignment. We might eat something like, what did I eat today that knocked me out of law? I've just been having like a timeout, for instance. That's knocked me out of alignment. I know that. So it's about, how do I get back into alignment? So alignment is something that we work on every single day. Everything that gets pulled into our lives can either knock us off or tip us back into balance. And that's just how it is. So it's a constant ongoing, and our aim is just to keep that compass navigated all the time. And so things like dancing and yoga and anything that brings joy, being out in nature, all those different things help to keep our vibration and raise our vibration. And that's what we're trying to do, is to keep our vibration in a place of alignment so that we can live much happier lives. And that's the truth. I feel that really strongly. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you, Laura. So that's it. So that's our session for this evening. So if you want any more information, do message me. Thank you so much for joining me. I just added that little extra because I felt that it was probably, I don't know. I think what happens is when people come online, there's a tuning in to the people that are here. So whoever needed that information, I hope it's been really helpful. I'm back next Sunday. I'm going to try and do a midweek because I'm going to be traveling this week. I'm so excited. I'm going to be traveling. Thank you so much. I need to say this on this call, actually, that I was gifted a trip to Ireland. I'm going to Ireland this week, and I'm so excited that it's like I have to keep on reminding myself that I'm going to Ireland. So I'm going to visit a lady who I met online, and we're going to talk about this work. And the vision and the goal has always been to set up a retreat in the west of Ireland. And I'm not going to the west of Ireland on this trip, but I'm just going over there and planting my feet on the ground. I'm still going to be doing my online work, so hopefully I'll be able to get some footage to show you all Ireland if everybody wants to see that. That'll be, I will be doing that. But it's really part of a dream come true in many ways, because I've been at this work for 20 years, and I have done a lot of work to help to raise the vibration for humanity. And I know that there's lots of people on here who have done the same as well. And it's great that we're uniting. All this process is about doing this together. And together means to get her, which is about raising the divine feminine in each and every one of us. So if that resonates with you, it's time to come together. The project that we're doing is something that has never been done in this world before. So you're going to be a pioneer and a way shower, which is really just telling your story. And all this is about telling our story, telling the spiritual journey that maybe we've been frightened to share, sharing our truth. And as that last card said, know the truth, be the truth, live the truth. Thank you so much, everybody. Much love to all of you, and look forward to seeing you next week from Ireland. Aren't I happy? Bye for now. Oh, I'm glad you love Ireland. Yes, Karen. Bye.